Even though the Maverick hasn't lived up to expectations in terms of dependability or affordability, it appears that the majority of small truck enthusiasts currently support it. It seems the Dearborn behemoth has cleaned house. Come along as we discuss 5 reasons to buy the 2024 Ford Maverick. Reason number 5. Turbocharged engine now standard. When a hybrid powertrain was first made available for the standard Mavericks, it was initially thought to be an odd decision. Hybrid Mavericks are the most fuel-efficient pickup trucks available, but they fell short in areas that are usually critical, such payload and towing. Ford hasn't dropped any current engines or added any new ones, but the 2024 Mavericks will have a different range of available powertrain options. The hybrid engine has been downgraded, and the turbo engine that was once an option is now standard. Starting with the 2024 model year, a front-wheel drive or optional all-wheel drive 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine with 250 horsepower will be standard on all Maverick XL trim levels purchased. This engine and gearbox combination comes with an 8-speed automated transmission. This powertrain combination addresses the hybrid's limitations in towing and payload capacities, bringing it more in line with typical pickup capabilities. The new base engine can tow 4,000 pounds instead of the hybrid's 2,000 pounds, but only when the optional 4K tow package is installed. In both scenarios, the payload capacity stays at 1,500 pounds. There is still the option to upgrade to the hybrid engine for an extra $1,500. With the aid of an electric motor, this 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine produces 191 horsepower. It is only available with front-wheel drive and comes with a CVT gearbox. It's not the most thrilling engine, but even with this year's price rise, it has its benefits. Ford allegedly intends to build a plug-in hybrid all-wheel drive variant in order to increase the hybrid's appeal. However, this version won't be available for the 2024 model year. Test sites for the upcoming Maverick plug-in electric vehicle, which is anticipated to resemble the Escape plug-in electric vehicle, were discovered last year. With a range of up to 37 miles on electricity, the Escape boasts a 14.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack compared to the Maverick Hybrid's 1.1 kilowatt-hour one. Ford may have this technology ready for release in the middle of the year, but it's more likely that the Maverick plug-in hybrid will launch as a 2025 model or later in late 2024. Number 4. Impressive fuel economy. As previously noted, the Maverick is presently topping pickup truck fuel efficiency rankings, which is not surprising considering its compact design and the advantages of having a hybrid system from the start. Though it's premature to predict future plug-in or all-electric models' efficiency before Ford formally announces them, it's evident that the Maverick was designed with electrification in mind. With 42 miles per gallon in the city and 33 miles per gallon on the highway, the current hybrid Maverick outperforms the competition in terms of fuel efficiency. Even the turbocharged Maverick, which is now standard, is a good option. The EPA rates the front-wheel drive vehicle at 23 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the interstate. Even though the optional all-wheel drive marginally lowers these scores by 1 point apiece, the truck still performs better than any other truck on the market, including the Hyundai Santa Cruz, which is its closest rival. These remarkable numbers are maintained by the 2024 Ford Maverick, with no alterations anticipated. Maverick owners may enjoy the fuel savings alone, even without the electric range of a future plug-in variant, which could change the game whenever it arrives. The Maverick is an excellent vehicle that was designed with urban conditions in mind, and we look forward to future updates. Reason number 3. Improved quality control. It's no secret that Ford found it difficult to keep up a steady supply of early Mavericks because of the unforeseenly high demand and supply chain interruptions that caused havoc throughout the automobile industry, especially for those that depended on semiconductors. Some of the Mavericks from the previous season suffered greatly as a result of quality control problems brought on by this pandemonium. Ford had to quickly ramp up and speed up production in order to meet the enormous demand, which inevitably led to some quality control errors. The Maverick was recalled several times in a span of only 2 short years, affecting a sizable number of manufactured machines. In 2023, Ford, which has a history of being the industry leader in recalls, issued up to 31 recalls that involved over 4.1 million vehicles. A few of the Maverick's problems were fairly simple, including the 2,700 or so that were manufactured between late November 2022 and mid-February 2023, not having an electrical circuit installed for the trailer taillights. More significant flaws included incorrect airbag deployment, incorrectly fastened seatbelts, and inherent fire threats from gasoline leaks or hybrid powertrain faults. All of these presented safety risks. Possibly in 2024, the news that Ford has introduced a new zero-defect launch procedure at its truck plants will come as a relief to owners of Ford Maverick vehicles. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, stressed in May that the company's primary goal going forward is quality improvement. In order to identify errors and defective parts before they are incorporated into the final product, this new program adds additional quality assurance tests at various stages of the production process. We anticipate that the next Mavericks will experience less problems than its predecessors thanks to this new procedure and a stabilized market. Since the tiny pickup has been available for a while, it is reasonable to anticipate that it will become a more consistently reliable product over time. Reason number 2: Offroad Experience. Every SUV and vehicle, including the Maverick, seem to be releasing a new off-road-focused version every year. This is not surprising given that Ford's tiny truck is intended to be the ideal weekend adventure vehicle. Ford does not currently offer the highly anticipated Raptor model, but it does offer the more powerful Tremor package and the more capable FX4 package. Off-roading aficionados now choose the Tremor package because it has superior approach, departure, and breakover angles, and 9.4 inches of extra ground clearance over the FX4's 8.6 inches. Both models come with all-terrain tires, but the Tremor has an added front skid plate for protection and an off-road suspension with a higher ride height. But only the more potent turbocharged engine and the better-equipped XLT and Lariat models are eligible for the Tremor package, and it costs a pretty penny. A torque-vectoring rear differential from GKN, which has been successful in the Bronco Sport Badlands and is comparable to the differential found in the late Focus RS, is another element of the Ford Maverick Tremor. When required, this differential may fully lock, giving much-needed confidence to individuals who are daring enough to take on difficult terrain. Reason number 1: no more prolonged waiting lists. Every negative side effect associated with the Maverick has been addressed, including the supply chain problems that beset the product in its early years. The idea that some customers are still waiting for their Mavericks is startling, especially considering how keen dealers were to upsell them on other models. Thankfully, excessive dealer markups are a thing of the past. The base price of the 2024 Ford Maverick, including all taxes, is $25,000, which is more than the $20,000 suggested price from a few years prior. But going forward, nobody will be able to demand more than $30,000 for the base model. The more enjoyable to drive turbocharged Maverick is now the base model, making it theoretically less expensive even with the price hike. The hybrids cost $1,500 extra, but not much more. Depending on the trim, adding the Tremor package will run you about $4,000. The most expensive Lariat Tremor vehicles come in at just near $40,000. While the 2024 Ford Maverick's exterior isn't much different from the previous model, it does have some notable mechanical changes. Ford claims that the majority of the problems with the early models have been fixed, and that they have rearranged the powertrain to get ready for the next round of electrified vehicles. Even though the features and capabilities haven't altered, the new Maverick ought to be a lot more dependable vehicle. Above all, you will be able to obtain one without having to wait a lengthy time. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.